Hey first grade, we are going to be making our watercolor fall leaves. So you need to make sure at home after the video you have your watercolors with you, your paper, and you're already drawn the leaves with Señorita Garcia during calendar today. And then you also need your water for your watercolors, okay? So make sure you have all of your supplies. Before we get started, I'm going to make sure my name is on the back. So I'm going to put Miss Prince on the back. Okay, so first thing we need to do is draw our leaves. So I'm going to draw a couple of leaves on here, and I'm going to show you different styles. It's completely up to you. I'm just going to show you some different ones. So I'm going to start out drawing the stem right in the middle of the leaf. And then you can draw little leaves. There's one leaf, and you can even draw the little spines in the leaves. And then we can draw another leaf. And on this one, I'm going to swoop out and make it like this. And then I'm going to draw a leaf right here. And on this one, I'm going to bring my lines out and sort of make it like this. So I have just different kinds of leaves on here. I'm going to draw a couple more. However you want your leaves to look. Okay, so now I'm going to get started with my watercolor. This is the part that you are doing at home on your own time watching this video. This is as far as you're going to go during calendar, okay? So, I want you to start thinking about the different colors you want. Get your paintbrush wet. And I want to start with this green. Get my paintbrush wet again. So look at my paint. It looks good and ready. It's nice and watery. And I'm going to stay in the lines the best that I can. And then if I switch colors, I want to get my paintbrush wet and get all that paint off of there. Because I don't want to mix my colors in my little tray, because then they'll turn kind of brown and yucky. The brown's okay if it turns brown and yucky, but not the rest of them. Okay, I'm going to do this one with some brown. See, I'm staying in the lines the best that I can. And if you ever feel like you need to pause your video, you can do that too. If you run out of your paint, if it dries out, you just put more water in it. You just take your paintbrush, get it wet, and you put more water in it. Okay, I'm going to switch colors. I'm going to go to my favorite, purple. And I think I want to do this one, purple. But I'm also going to mix some other colors on it. Get my paintbrush wet, get all the purple out, and now I want to do some of this kind of orangey red. So you are allowed to mix your colors on your picture. You just want to make sure that when you are dipping it back into your other colors, that you clean your brush off. So I want to add some orange in here. Kind of like that. I like how the colors are kind of mixed together. It looks kind of pretty. And this stem, I think I want green also. Just like that. Washing my brush. I have 2 more leaves to paint, and then we have one more thing to do after that. I think I want some blue now, but just a little bit. I think I just want a little blue right here. And I'll tell you why when we're all done with the leaves. The rest of that leaf, I think I want some more of the orange right here. And some more orange. Wash my brush, put it back in the orange. That looks kind of cool. Okay, I think I want yellow for the stem on this one. And I'm going to try really hard not to mix my colors for the yellow. There we go. Okay, I have one more. And I think I want to do some of this pink red. And I'm going to do all of it on this side. And then I want to do purple on the other side. And then I'll do a brown stem. Okay, so now that we have all the leaves on there, we're going to be using that blue to do the background, and that's why I didn't want to use a lot of the blue on here on my leaves, because I want the whole background to be blue. So first thing I need to do is get the whole background wet with just water. So my paintbrush is going in the water, and I'm just painting the background with just water. And I'm going kind of fast so my paper doesn't dry out. But you're going to see it starting to get bendy. That's okay. Oops. So if that happens, just take a little piece of paper towel and just soak it up, because our blue is going to cover that right up. Okay, now that I have my water all over my paper, I'm going to get my paintbrush wet again and mix some blue. And I'm just going to start putting the blue on here. Now, these are washable, but I want you to try really careful to not get it all over your table or your working area. Maybe a good idea would be to put some newspaper or something underneath it, but I'm going to have to wipe my counter off. And just different brush movements to put different textures on it. So you go across, get really close to your leaves. It kind of looks like the leaves are floating in the water now. And you do all of that space so there's no more white in the back. Get really close to your leaves. Get rid of all the white space. We're almost done. Well, remember what I said, if that happens, you just take a piece of paper towel and you just kind of dry it off and then cover it up with some blue. There we go. I think another good recommendation is to tape this down before you get started, and that way your colors won't run as bad. But it kind of makes it look cool. I'm going to use a little bit thicker paint right here and not as much water so that doesn't run over again. Right along my leaves. Oh, Miss Cheatham's looks really nice. I can't wait for you guys to see Miss Cheatham's. Okay, so now that I have most of the white covered, I want to go back through with just some other colors, but not going crazy with it, because if I go crazy with it, then it's just going to turn brown. So I think I just want to go a little bit of the green, as I think that would look really pretty with the blue. So I'm just going to go a little bit here and a little bit there. You see how it's kind of mixing together? And you don't have to do that. You can just stick with the blue or whatever color you picked for your background. I just think that the blue and the green look really cool together. And I did get a little bit on one of my leaves. So what I'm going to do is just go back in and get that brown and just fix it. Easy peasy. And then I can go back through and see if there's anything else I need to fix. I see this orange up here. I just want to fix that a little bit. But I want to be careful not to put too much water. There, now I can just do that part again. And I'm just going to do a little bit of orange. There, and fix it right up. Okay. I can't wait to see your guys' pictures. I'm thinking that after the weekend is when we're going to be sharing these. So, because we don't have show and tell. So, I can't wait to see these. Let them dry. And then, we will do these either for show and tell next week or, just at any time that your teacher wants to share this with you guys. So, make sure that you keep all of your stuff nice and clean when you're done. You wash your brush off, you dry it off, keep your paints nice and neat, just like that. And then if you have anywhere that you need to clean up, you'll have some little space to clean that up too. Alright, have fun!